Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this video, we will start designing this scrolling testimonial section using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is how it looks. We can see that we have these 3 columns of scrolling testimonials over here. And if I hover over any of these columns, it stops. And this is also responsive. So if I decrease the width of the browser window, this is how it will look on tablet screens. We have 2 columns displayed over here. And if you go to the mobile version, this is how it will look on a smartphone. We have just 1 column. So we're going to design this in this video. In this first video, we'll just design it using HTML and CSS. And in the next video, we will add the functionality using JavaScript. So let's get started. Alright, so here I have created this folder called Scrolling Testimonials. And I just opened it with VS Code. Now let's create the necessary files. So let's click on this new file icon and let's type index.html. And let's create one more file called style.css. And we'll create one more file for the JavaScript called main.js. Let's start with the index.html file. Now in VS Code, you can just type exclamation and press tab and you'll have this basic HTML5 code. Now here in the head section, let's go ahead and link our CSS file. So let's type link and press tab, and here in the href, let's type style.css. And let's add the JavaScript inside the body. So let's type script:/src and press tab. And here let's type main.js. And now let's start with the markup of our design. So the first thing we will do is we'll create an h2 and let's type what our customers say. And let's also give it a class so that we can style it separately from the other headings. So let's give it a class of title. And let's open this in our browser and let's see how it looks. So I have this extension called Live Server installed in VS Code. Now once you have this installed, you can just right click over here in the HTML file and click on Open with Live Server. And now we can see that our content is displayed in the browser. Now let's add the other content. So the next thing we will do is we'll create a container division for all the testimonials. So let's create a division with the class of testimonials container. Now in this we need to have 3 columns. So let's create a division with the class of column. Now in the column we will have a division with the class of testimonials. And let's also give it an ID. And we will target these columns in our JavaScript. So let's give it an ID of column 1. And in this we need to have several cards. So this is one card. So in the card we need to have the image, the name, the designation and the testimonial text. So here let's create a division with the class of card. Now in the card, let's create a division with the class of profile. And in the profile we will have the image, the name and the designation. So first of all, let's add the image. So I'll just create an img tag, and in the source we can add any image that we want, but I'll just add an image from an API called randomuser.me. So it will give us some random image for testing. So let's type https randomuser.me/API/portraits. And here you can add women or men. So I'll just type men and let's type 1.jpg. And now if we go back here, we can see that we have this image. So let's go ahead and add the name as well. Now for the name and the designation, let's create another division. And here let's create a division with the class of name. And here let's add the name. So I'll just copy a name from here. I'll just copy this one. And let's add it over here. And then let's add the role. So I'll just create a division with the class of role. And let's type software engineer. And after that we need to have the content. So let's go outside the profile division. And this should be inside the profile division. So let's cut it from here. And let's add it after the image. So let's go outside the profile image and let's create a division with the class of content. And in this we will add the content. So I'll just copy this testimonial from here and we'll add it over here. Now later we will add these dynamic data from our JavaScript. But for now we'll just add some static text for testing. Right now let's go ahead and copy and paste this card division a couple more times. So I'll just copy this division and paste it down here. And now if we go back here, we can see that we have all the content of our design displayed over here. Now this is the first column. Let's go ahead and copy this same thing for the second column. So I'll just copy this division right here with a class of column. So let's copy this and let's paste it down 2 more times. So now we can see we have all the columns displayed over here. Now we can go ahead and add our CSS. So for that, let's go back to our source code, and here we have linked our CSS file. So let's go to the file, and the first thing we will do is we will select everything using the asterisk selector, and let's set the margin to 0, padding to 0, and let's set the box sizing to border box so that we have the correct height and width for all the elements. Now let's go ahead and set some styles for the body. So let's set a background color of F0, F2, F5, and let's set the font family to System UI, Apple System, and sans serif. And now we can see we have this font. Now since we have added this System UI font, it will display the default font for all the different platforms. So for Apple, it will display the default font of Apple, and for Windows, it will display the default font of Windows. You can also add Google Fonts over here. Right now, let's go ahead and style the heading. So let's tap H2, and we had given it a class of title. So let's set the text align to center, and let's go ahead and set the font size to 30 pixels. Let's add a margin of 32 pixels top and bottom, 0 for left and right, and let's set the text transform to uppercase, and let's set the font weight to 900. Now below the heading, we need to have this underline. So for that, we will use an after selector. So let's tap H2 dot title colon after, and let's set the position of the after selector relative to this title. So here we need to type position relative, and here we need to type position absolute, and then here we need to set the content to blank, and let's add a width of 80 pixels, and let's set the height to 2 pixels, and let's set the background color to 1A, 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 and let's set the bottom value to 16 pixels, and let's set the left value to 50%, and this is how it looks. Let's also bring it to the center. So let's tap transform, translate X, negative 50%, and now here we can see that the title looks alright. Now let's go ahead and start styling these testimonials. So let's go back to our CSS, and if we go to the HTML file, here we can see that we have this division with the class of testimonials container, and in that we have these different columns. So for that, let's go back over here to our CSS file, and let's type testimonials container, and let's set the display to flex so that all the elements are one next to the other, and let's add a gap of 32 pixels. And now we can see that we have 3 columns in our design. Let's set the max width to 1200 pixels, and let's bring it to the center by typing margin inline auto, and let's set the height to 500 pixels, and let's set the width to 100%. Now if we go to the HTML file, here we can see that we have this column. Now for the column, we need to set this fading effect right here. So we can see that these testimonials fade out and they fade in from here. So we need to add that transparent effect over here for the column division. So let's target that. I'll just type dot column. Let's set the height to 100% of the parent, and we will use mask image for adding the transparent effect. So let's type linear gradient, and here we need to type to bottom, and let's type transparent, and here we need to type 0%, and then we need to type black 15%. You can change these values to your needs, and then let's type black till 85%, and then lastly we need to type transparent 100%. And now if you go back here, we can see that we have this fading effect for our design. Right now, let's go ahead and style these cards. So here we can see that we have this division with the class of card. So let's style that. Let's type card, and let's set the background color to white, and let's set a padding of 24 pixels. Let's set the border radius to 16 pixels for rounded corners. And let's add a box shadow of 0.4 pixels, 6 pixels, negative 1 pixel, RGBA 0, 0, 0, and 0.1. Now we need to add some gap between these testimonials. So here we can see we have this division with the class of testimonials. So let's style all of these, and in that we have these cards. So let's add a display of flex, and let's add some gap. So let's target the testimonials. I just type testimonials, and let's type display of flex direction to column, and let's add a gap of 24 pixels. Now we can see that we have this gap between the elements. Now let's go ahead and style this image. So for that, let's tap card, and in that we have the profile. So in the profile we have the image, so let's tap profile img, and let's set the width to 48 pixels and the height to 48 pixels, and let's set the border radius to 50% so that we have round shape, and let's tap object fit to cover so that we have the correct proportions. And here we have the image. Now we need to have the image and this two text one next to the other. So for that, let's target the profile. So let's tap card profile, and let's set the display to flex and align items to the center, and let's add a gap of 16 pixels, and let's also add a margin bottom, and let's set it to 16 pixels. Now for the name, let's add some bold text. So for that, we have this division of the class of name. So let's type card profile name, and here let's set the font weight to 600, and let's set the color to 1A. And then we have this role over here. So let's target that. I'll just tap card profile role, and let's set the font size to 14 pixels, and let's set the color to 666. So this is how it looks. Now let's style the content. So let's tap card profile content, and let's set the color to 444, and let's set the line height to 1.5, and this is not inside the profile, so we need to type card content, and now we can see everything looks alright. Now let's also add some padding to the entire testimonials container. So let's tap padding, and let's set it to 24 pixels, and now I think everything looks alright. Now let's also quickly make this responsive. So for tablet screens, we need to have two columns. So here let's go ahead and add a media query. So let's go ahead and type at media max width of 768 pixels. Now for this one, we'll just hide the third column. So let's tap column colon nth child of 3, and let's set the display to none. And for the testimonials container also, we will add some classes. So let's tap gap of 16 pixels and padding of 16 pixels. Right, now let's add some styles for the smartphone. So let's tap at media, and let's tap max width of 640 pixels, and let's hide all the columns first of all, and we'll just display the first column. So let's tap column colon first child, and let's set the display to block. And now we can see on smaller screens there is just one column. Now here we can see that we are able to scroll down. So for that, let's also add an overflow of hidden over here. So let's tap overflow hidden. So now anything outside this column will not be displayed. And here is the tablet version, and here is the desktop version. So everything looks alright. Now in the next video, I'll show you how to add the animation where these columns move up and down, and when you hover over this, it stops. So we will do that in the next video using JavaScript. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.